and welcome to Ark Survival Evolved. Now today we're going to be looking at the best early game tames to get you leveled up, to get your base built, and to get you where you need to be. So without further ado, let's have a look at the best early game tames that are easily tameable. Now, first of all, we have the Trike. The Trike is a very good tame early on. The saddle is unlockable nice and early. They can gather thatch, wood, and the weight on them is great. Obviously, you want to go for the best one that you can find, so the highest level, but whichever one you can find will do. Now, taming a trike is reasonably straightforward. All you need to do is not hit the head. Anywhere in the body, and the torpor will go up. If you're unfamiliar with the torpor, it's this pink bar at the bottom, the one that says 470 out of 475. Once you get that to 475, your type will become unconscious. So let's get it tamed up. As you can see, it does do some damage, and you're going to need to move around a bit to get out of his way. So as you can see, the trike is unconscious, the pink bar is almost full, that is the torpor. We're going to need to go ahead and put some berries in the inventory so he can tame up and become ours to ride around as we like. So I normally use Medjo berries, they're normally pretty fast, pretty effective. As you can see, the taming percentage along the bottom has now changed, so it's 0-0. Eventually that will get up to 100% and he'll be ready to ride. Now, to equip your saddle, all you want to go ahead and do is access the inventory again, press E, and it will equip. You can now ride our trike. Now, as you see, the trike is fairly good for gathering thatch and will level up very quickly early on. Also, something to bear in mind is while you're early on, this can be a great way to defend yourself. So if you've got a few things set down, like some foundations, you've got some walls built for your base, if something does try and attack you, if you're in a more hostile area, the trike could be great for that. So another very handy feature with the trike is that if you hold down the right button, he will start to gather up a bit of charge. He's almost ready, and then he can fire forwards. Now, this attack is great when you want to just shock an opponent. You might not necessarily think you can kill it, but you can shock it. It will then give you time to get away if you need to, or stun it, and then you get some free shots in while it's gathering its thoughts. So, the next guy that we're going to go after is this Ankylosaurus. Much the same as with the trike, you don't want to be hitting anything on it that's hard, so you're looking at the underside or in the head if we possibly can. So, let's give this a try. Obviously, with most of these guys, they will chase you straight away. They're not passive, you do need to keep shooting. So the torp is getting quite high and it's down. So it's the same story as with the trike, we just need to put some berries in the inventory and he will be ready to go. So all we need to do is get our berries, drop them in, put the food in inventory, will change to taming percentage, and in, depending on your taming speed, a few minutes it should be ready to go. So as you can see, the Anky is now up, it is ready to go, saddle is equipped. Possibly the best feature with these Ankylosaurus is the ability to gather stone and flint, which is invaluable in the early game. My guy is doing very well, but my settings are quite high for resource gathering. So he is going to achieve a lot. Depending on your settings, it will vary. But if you need stone, metal, or flint very early on in the game, then an Ankylosaurus is probably the best bet. Now, the next dinosaur that we are going to go for is the Parasaur. Parasaur is great for a bit of weight capacity. They're also reasonably good for a little bit of speed. You can level up the speed, obviously, but it means you just don't have to walk everywhere. It can get really tedious when you have to walk. So let's tame this guy up and we'll see what he can do. Now, Parasaur will run away, so you do have to make sure you keep up. Obviously this one's quite a low level, so he didn't take much to get down. The higher the level, the harder it's going to be, the more arrows you're going to need. Again, I'm going to go with the Mejo Berry. Other berries will do the job. Mejo berries just seem quite effective from my experience. So we need this bar to go from 0 to 100%. As soon as it's 100%, he will be tamed and ready for use, assuming that we have got a saddle to put on him, which in this case we do. So as you can see, this guy is not amazing. He is very low level. He's only level 22 following the Tame. But the weight capacity is good. So early game, when you need to move things around, when you're gathering wood, when you're gathering thatch, when you're gathering everything else you need to make your base, it's very handy to not have to make 600 trips back and forward. You can just load up your parasol with everything you need and go back and forth to build your base. Something to be aware of is the health is normally quite low on these guys. Melee damage on my one is high because of the settings, but weight is definitely the best asset in Parasol. Parasol is great if you need some thatch, if you're going to build some thatch foundations, thatch walls. They're brilliant for that, and you can see they will level up very, very quickly. Also, if you need some berries, if you need food, but also food for the dinos, then Parasol is a very quick, very efficient way to gather up all the berries that you're going to need. Now, the next one is a Pterodon. This is not quite as early game. You are going to be a reasonably high level to be able to get the saddle to use. However, once you can unlock the saddle, the Pterodon is invaluable. So what you want to go ahead and do is get yourself a bowler, swing that, and that stops the Pterodon flying off. Now when we're tranking the Pterodon, we go for the wing. It tends to do a little bit less damage. As you can see, because this one is so low level, it just knocks it out and you can go. Now, the difference between this and the previous ones that we've tamed is this guy is going to want meat. He is carnivore, so we're going to need to go ahead and pop some of that into the inventory. So, as I mentioned with the berries, there are different effectivenesses with different types of berry. This applies exactly the same to carnivores as well. So the best thing that you can give a Pterodon for taming is going to be regular kibble. Now for early game that is a bit advanced, and if you do find any overs, you can get some raw mutton from it. Raw mutton is great when it comes to taming. It speeds everything up so much. If you can't find anything like prime meat or even prime fish, anything prime really does the job really, really well. If that's not available, regular meat will do. It will just take a little bit longer to be as effective. So now that we have completed the tame on the Pterodon, all we need to do, much of the others, is go ahead, press E on the saddle, get that equipped, and we are ready to go. Now the Pterodon is brilliant. It allows you to get around super, super quickly earlier on in the game. It's also great if you need to attack anything that's bigger than you, so it can get away very, very fast and out of reach of anything like Rex's, Carnos, things like that. Stats on them aren't amazing, especially on lower level. This one's not too bad because it had a little bit of a boost because of my settings. Weight is always a big issue, so they are not designed to carry weight, but they will be able to attack. So if you swoop in on something and press C, it will spin around and it will attack that target. Same with a left click. Once you've killed it, all you need to do is land, left click, and you will eat whatever he has just killed. So that is it, guys. They are the best tames for the early game in Ark Survival Evolved. I hope you liked the video. If you wanted to see more from me, hit like, subscribe, and share. Thanks very much for watching.